Psalm 16, a messianic psalm of David. He rejoices in the saints that are in the earth, in his own future redemption from hell, in the fact that God will not suffer his Holy One, meaning Christ, to see corruption, and that fullness of joy is found in the Lord's presence. Michtam of David. Preserve me, O God, for in thee do I put my trust. O my soul, thou hast said unto the Lord, Thou art my Lord. My goodness extendeth not to thee, but to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yea, I have a goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord, who hath given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night scenes. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Thou wilt shew me the path of life. In thy presence is fulness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. So, first of all, the only mention of Christ in this, it says it's a messianic psalm, but the only mention of Christ is that one line, Thou shalt not suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. And I don't think he's talking about there in temptations. He's not saying Christ would never be tempted, no, Christ never gives into temptation. He is sinless in that way. He is uncorrupted. But I think it's also that he never suffered physical impairment. He wasn't crippled. He wasn't blind. He wasn't deaf. He had no physical impairment in his body. Now, he did suffer all that in the atonement, of course, but that's another story. So, I think it's talking about both there. I've always liked the passage there, for thou wilt not leave my soul in hell. This is David. See, David knew he had fallen. Knew he is in hell currently. He is in the spirit prison. That's what he means by hell. But he has now been given the assurance that he will be brought out of hell. He will inherit the telestial kingdom. He's not a son of perdition. And this is him saying, I know that God is great. And because of Christ, because of everything, I know I will get everything that God is able to give me. Whatever he can do for me, he will do for me. And I will not be in hell forever. I like that. I've always liked that. But before we go, we do have some Joseph Smith translations. And what the Joseph Smith translation is, this is an inspired translation or correction of the Bible done by Joseph Smith to restore portions that had been lost over the years. Now this Psalm 16 has quite a few, well, I'd say there's 4 verses that were changed. This is verses 2 through 5. So let me just read all four of these verses in the King James, and then we will read the Joseph Smith. So, refresher on the King James. It says, O my soul, thou hast said unto the Lord, Thou art my Lord. My goodness extendeth not to thee, but to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent in whom is all my delight. Their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. Now we can kind of glean some idea of what this means, but it is very, Thou art my Lord, my goodness extendeth not to thee. It's a bit confusing. So here's Joseph Smith's correction. Thou hast said unto me, Thou art the Lord my God, my goodness is extended unto thee. and to all the saints that dwell in the earth, and the excellent, in whom is all my delight. And the wicked, there is no delight in them. Their sorrows shall be multiplied upon all those who hasten for to seek another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not accept, nor take up their names into my lips. Therefore, thou, Lord, art the portion of mine inheritance, and my cup, thou maintainest my lot. So he's saying this is God speaking to him. God says, my goodness is extended unto thee. This is why David says later, you will not leave my soul in hell, because God is here promising. What David is saying in the Psalms, that he has had a revelation from God, that God will extend his mercy, will extend his goodness as much as possible to David. And so David will not be left in hell. And he will extend it also to all the saints who are faithful, all who repent. And then he states that the wicked, they do not get the goodness of God extended to them. I like that. That kind of clarifies why David is saying that his soul, because remember, David's guilt and sorrow over what he did is eating him up inside. And this is the psalm where God has now told him, look, David, you've fallen. There's no coming back from that. But I will still give you what mercy I can. And David's response to that revelation is this psalm. And it is beautiful.